Hello guys, welcome back. We are back here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg as the recording of October 19th. Greetings everyone and welcome. Yes, we are here in Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg. You probably know about Hurricane Milton that came through here about 2 weeks ago as I'm recording this, Tropicana Field. So I thought I'd drive around, walk around Tropicana Field. We're going to talk about what happened. You all know what happened. So we're just going to go see around, kind of. It's worth seeing this in person, not going to lie. When I drove around from the interstate, let's just say my jaw dropped because I knew it was bad, but it looked so much worse in person. My friend Max from Ballpark Adventures, during the hurricane about 10 o'clock at night of that night, Max sent me a video of it. He didn't shoot the video, but somebody posted it. And when I saw it, I thought it was like a bad dream. This doesn't look real. Like, I was like, oh my God. Then the next morning, we all woke up and we saw what it looks like, and it looks pretty bad. So I don't know how close we're gonna get to the Tropicana Field. There's already workers around here. Like, they were using this for shelter for police, firemen for the hurricane, and you probably already know they canceled that because of this. But I assume that is for that. I saw a couple people driving around, so I don't know how close we're gonna get to it. I doubt it's for the actual roof, but we're gonna talk all about that. So let's go explore the wreckage of Tropicana Field.
Has made landfall and it has made a dent. Look at this. We're taking a live look now at Tropicana Field. The roof ripped right off of the stadium there. And this is just what we're beginning to see as we're starting to really get a sense of the extent of the damage there after Milton hit as a Category 3 storm with devastating winds and life-threatening storm surge at this hour. Conditions have deteriorated, obviously, when you see the roof just clean ripped off of the stadium there.
This drone shot, you can see that it damaged not only the roof, but inside the ballpark, because Tropicana Field does not have a drainage system. And now the question is, who will help the Rays fix Tropicana Field? Because the Tampa Bay Rays do not own the ballpark. That is the city of St. Petersburg. Hopefully insurance will help. And also the question is, the Rays are building a new ballpark. It should open in 2028 or 2029. So will they want to fix this roof anyway? Last year, I got to get a backstage tour with my friend Max at Ballpark Adventure, and the tour guide even mentioned about the roof with wind damage.
It's just a roof. People go, oh, hey, is it a retractable roof? No, it's a roof. If you want to be clever, you can give it a name. I call it the Babe roof, but that's a roof. It doesn't open, doesn't close. It's made of 6 acres of Teflon-covered fiberglass cloth. It does have a bit of a tilt. It has a 6.5-degree tilt. And the reason for that tilt is to mitigate any wind damage. It's graded to 115 miles an hour in case we get any of that tropical weather we get here, like hurricanes, tropical storms, just heavy winds. That's why we have the tilt. Plus also it cuts down the volume inside the...
As I'm walking around the city of St. Petersburg, as you can see, there are some signs. Down, turn around like this one, and it's about 3 blocks away from Tropicana Field. Stop sign. The stop sign's supposed to be somewhere, probably right there, and it fell down. Wow. And that is right across Tropicana Field. Like I said, there's still people driving around. Looks like they're heading out to help people. So, coming up on the Trop, and the main general parking area is all blocked off. Like I said, for all the police officers, firemen, and all that stuff. So we cannot get in the parking lot, it looks like. But anyway, we are getting pretty closer than I kind of expected. Coming up on Tropicana Field, the famous Tropicana Field sign. Now this was actually damaged for the first hurricane about a week or two before, I think Hurricane Helene. I don't know if it got more damage, but they guarded it all off. It's just sad to see. So now we're coming up on Tropicana Field. And you can just see part of the roof just still waving. It's just a scary thing to see. So this part of the roof stayed, and there's on the other half you don't see unless you're on the interstate, actually stayed on there. People interviewed people that stay around here the next day, and they said it sounded like a bomb went off. So it looks like they have a padding they put on the field. I don't know if they're going to put more, or is this from they already take out. I'm not sure, but interesting, there's still more back here. You got more of all of this. Like I said, all of this right here was supposed to be here if the roof came off or it not came off. So now we're back here. I believe this would be very close to about third base. We're at Raymond's Rock Garden right here. There's a rock over there, a rock over there. Raymond, looks like your garden wasn't touched. Even though I know it's been almost 2 weeks, but looks good. Interesting, a water sensor covered up. I don't know if they covered up for the storm or it's not working now. That they covered up, but interesting. My bet is it was after the storm because it looks like it was just put on. Now, outside would be right behind the plate. Here's the first wreckage that is not the roof. I've never seen this one on TV. That's really sad. That is the upper deck. And that's really sad to see right below Tropicana Field. I can't tell if the sign was actually damaged. I don't think so, at least not on the side, but man. Wow. Didn't realize that side got damaged too. Oh, we got a little bit over there. Can you kind of see the roof up there? Can't tell. That might be the roof. And there, that might be the little thing go up to the catwalk. Wow. We're at gate 5 and look at this. Gate 5 and the other side of it ripped off. Wow. Surprised. It's been almost 2 weeks and they haven't picked us up. Wow. What's so weird is everybody was so focused on the roof, which every right should, but I didn't see all these damage on the walls. That I did not see on social media. Interesting. And we are right behind the plate at gate 4. If you didn't know, this was the original gate for, at the time it was called the Thunderdome when they opened. Right next to Evan Longoria's statue. Oh, Evan Longoria's over there, sorry. So, wow. The flags are not here. I assume they took them down. Every right they should. So, wow. And the Tropicana Field sign right behind home plate gate in front of gate 4, it got damaged a little bit. Get on this side. So right after the day after the storm, a lot of locals came out in news station, started running to the Trop because they all saw the viral video of the part of the roof falling off. And people also noticed around the Trop, even blocks from the Trop, they were finding pieces of the roof. And CBS came here and they got a lot of the tarp. So this is the back side where the players would enter. Don't see any major damage. The field is back there. The players' lot fence is bent down due to the wind in the players' lot. And you can see the security booth back there flew off. And another thing, the front entrance sign, where they have the famous Tropicana Field sign, part of it fell off. Now there is a lot of speculation if they even should fix the roof, because they're building a new stadium literally right there. And it's going to open in either 2028 or 2029. My thing is, people forget other sports stadiums have roof issues. On December 12, 2010, a huge snowstorm came through Minnesota, and the Minnesota Vikings roof, the Metrodome, the snow was just too much for the roof. It did get rebuilt, but they did move the Monday Night Football game to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The roof did get fixed. This one is literally gone. You can't even tell who the player is. You can see better of Tropicana Field sign beat up. Another sign down outside Tropicana Field, outside Lot 7. Before we talk about where they're gonna go, they're building this tent. They're either taking it down or building it right now. If they're building it now, I find that very interesting 2 weeks after the hurricane. Now, like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with that up there. I think it's still, they're trying to help the city of Tampa, the city of St. Petersburg, and all the counties around them. So I just find that very interesting. Like I said, if they're building it up, that is very interesting. They may be taking it down. I don't know. But anyway, I just find that interesting. Like I said, all of this has nothing to do with that thing at the top and what's in it. So when it first happened, like I said, I thought they were just going to fix the roof. You know, they can get it. The opening day's not till 5 months from now, as time of recording this. They can get it done. Yeah. Then the Rays came out like a day or two later saying, please be patient. We'll figure this out. Please be patient. No actual news if they're going to fix it or not. Then Mark Topkins released a really good article about the Trop. He is the head beat writer for the Tampa Bay Rays, and he works for the Tampa Bay Times. He's been doing it for at least 10 to 15 years, so he knows his people. He is reporting that it will be 3 figures to fix that, and he does not think the Rays will have this ready by opening day on March 27th, I believe, on March 27th. And don't forget, the Savannah Bananas literally just announced a week before the hurricane that they were coming here. And I was super excited about that, so I could see Tropicana Field filled. But it sounds like that's not even gonna happen. They have not said anything. Rays has not made that any official. There's also reports that the front office has not been back since then. They've been working at home. The hurricane, I believe, it was either on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and the Tropicana Field official gift shop closed on Tuesday, and they said they were going to reopen on that next Monday. Well, that has not happened. They came out and said our store is closed to further notice. So that's kind of disappointing. I want a couple of Tropicana Field merch that I did not get yet. But so that's the news. That's the news. What's going on right now. But I will put the link at the below for Mark Topkins' article. He talks about what's going on with the Trop, what he's hearing, and where he thinks the possibility that's going to where the Rays are going to play if this ballpark's not ready. And we're going to talk about that right now. Now, when people talk about where are they going to play next year, everybody is pointing to Tampa Bay for the Yankees Yankee spring training facility, Jordan Steinberg. I think there's a couple issues with that. One, Yankees are one of your biggest rivals in your division. Would the Yankees even want to do that? Two, you'll be playing an entire season or a month, 2 months, 3 months, whenever they can fix this, if they're going to fix it. Do you want to play in a ballpark that has Yankee stuff everywhere? And the third biggest conflict I think you're going to have, a lot of people don't know, but the Yankees spring training facility is the home of their single A team, the Tampa Bay Tarpons. So that is a huge conflict right there with scheduling. They've already released the schedule for both teams. If they do this, they're going to play a lot of doubleheaders. And if you're from Florida, or if you've ever been to the state of Florida baseball game in the middle of the day, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, even noon, it is burning up hot. I don't think they're going to even want to do that. I think that is the big conflict they're going to have issue is the weather and the scheduling, because they've already done all that. And people are like, oh, the Durham Bulls, they're AAA teams, the Tampa Bay AAA team. They've already said no for exactly that reason. They said, no, we have not discussed with the Rays. We do not plan on discussing with the Rays because we're looking forward to our own season as we've already got our schedule ready for the Durham Bulls next year. So there's that. That's why I don't think they're going to play at the Tampa Bay Tarpons ballpark. People are talking about, well, play at the Miami Marlins stadium. Maybe, but I think they're not going to want to play a lot of doubleheaders. I think I saw somewhere if they did do that, there's 68 days of the year that they both play at the same time. So they're going to have little issues on that one. Now this is the major wild card one. I do not think this is going to happen. If this does happen, I will be disappointed because I won't go see a Rays. The reason why I like the Rays is because I live in Central Florida, and this is the closest ballpark stadium I can go to see Major League Baseball. But the wild card one, if they get this, I should go put in a lottery. Is the Oakland Coliseum Stadium. As you probably know, the Oakland A's are leaving. They just left. They are moving to Sacramento next year to wait for their ballpark to open in Las Vegas, and that might be an issue here. But I do not see them going there. I would just be shocked and upset. You know, I feel bad for the Oakland Athletic fans. Do I think they would go and cheer on apparently the Oakland Rays? Yes, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think there are two ballparks. It's the best case scenario that is going to happen. Like I said, I know nothing. They're just speculations. I know nothing. Okay? I think one could be the ESPN Worldwide Sports at Disney in Kissimmee. You got to remember, last year, not this past spring training, last year, they played at, they had their spring training, they had most of their spring training games here at the Tropicana Field, but they had all their practice and stuff at ESPN Worldwide Sports at Disney World in Kissimmee. They had their last spring training game was at ESPN. I think that is a good possibility. Will Disney open arms for them? People forget. The Atlanta Braves, that used to be their spring training facility for years. And when, I forgot the hurricane name, I'm sorry. You're probably gonna comment below which hurricane, it basically destroyed the Tampa Bay Rays spring training facility current in Port Charlotte. That's where I think they're going to play, in my opinion. I'm okay with that because it's still in the state of Florida. They need to somehow stay in the state of Florida so their fans can go see them play. I will drive to their spring training facility to watch regular season baseball. Not only for that, but I can count them at our ballpark. So that's what I think is going to happen. Will Disney open arms, and will Rays be okay to go there? I do know Disney is going to have to upgrade some of their stuff at their facility to be MLB ready. I kind of wonder if the Rays spring training does too, because remember, at the Dunedin Blue Jays, the Blue Jays had to play at their spring training facility for the 2020 year, like a half season, because of the COVID traveling issues, restrictions, and they had to upgrade the heck out of their ballpark. I regret not going there in 2020 to count another ballpark. But I really, really think they're going to go to Port Charlotte. I personally hope it's Disney. I think Disney's about 65% chance. I think the Rays is about 80%. Rays spring training facility, I think it's about an 80% chance they are going to go there. It is it's going to be a very interesting off season to watch what's going to happen here. Did I watch my last Rays game at Tropicana Field? The last Rays game I went to was, I was with my friend Ryan from Fred 11 Theme Park, Emily from DSNY Newscast, and Katie. And we did a video, what's new at Tropicana Field? And the link is right below if you want to watch that video. That was my last time I was inside Tropicana Field. They used to have a Christmas thing. They're not doing that this year. They already said they're not doing that this year. They're definitely not doing it this year. But if they for some reason go to ESPN, I will be there almost every weekend. I will tell you that. I'm doing a lot of traveling this summer, going to a lot. But if they go to ESPN, I will definitely go there. So I'm walking around the Trop. You know how I mentioned pieces of the roof are just around the Trop? Found it. Found a piece. Well, here's part of the piece that fell off the roof. It's been, like I said earlier, it's been almost 2 weeks since the hurricane. Did not expect I was gonna find a piece. Well, I did. I didn't come here to find a piece, but I was not expecting that. Well, so, okay. This is sad but funny at the same time. More sad. There's Raymond's truck. Hope Raymond's doing okay. And I hope DJ Kitty is doing all right, and Stinger. I hope they're all doing all right. And if you're still here, thank you. But as that will do it here, comment below, 1, if you watch this whole video. But 2, what do you think is going to happen to Tropicana Field? Do you think the Rays will ever play here again? And the most important question, with it most likely not ready by opening day next year, where do you think the Rays are going to play next year? But thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you like this update video of the Tropicana Field. If they start actually fixing it, I will come back here, see what they've done and everything. I really hope so. Like, overall, I want them to fix Tropicana Field. I want to go to at least one more game to the Trop. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Have a great day, everybody.